Opening fire at Pensacola Naval Air Station, at least 3 dead, 8 wounded. The suspected shooter in the Saudi military training at the U.S. base, taken down by authorities in what we've just learned tonight. The deadly chase and shootout right in the middle of rush hour. We've now learned more than a dozen officers firing 200 rounds. And tonight, the innocent victims. The carjacked UPS driver, a father of 2, shot and killed. This wasn't even his normal route. And a bystander, a driver simply sitting in his car, killed too. Breaking news from the White House at this hour involving the impeachment showdown, what they have just revealed about the upcoming hearings, what they say in this new letter. The tragic and deadly fall of the 3-year-old boy on an airport escalator. Authorities shedding new light on the danger, the images tonight that led to that moment. The horrifying pictures today, the driver plunging 300 feet over a cliff. Rescuers airlifting her from the scene. Your money tonight and your Christmas gifts. Amazon responding tonight with so many packages not arriving when they were supposed to. Amazon's new explanation. The alarming headline on the flu tonight, what you need to know. And the attacks by mountain lions taking aim at your pets, coming right up to homes, and the new warning in one community for pet owners.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Friday night. And we begin tonight with new reporting just in after that deadly shooting rampage at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola. Tonight, this image just obtained by ABC News, the gunman, a member of the Royal Saudi Air Force. Authorities say he was apparently shooting at random. The Navy's key aviation training site put on lockdown as the shooter moved from floor to floor in a classroom building there. At least 3 people killed, 8 wounded. Among the wounded, 2 sheriff's deputies who were trying to stop the suspect. And even though they were shot, they still helped bring the shooter down. And tonight, sources now telling ABC News investigators are now looking at writings to determine if they were in fact written by the gunman. And in the writings, it says he hates America. Again, all of this still under investigation. And ABC's Eva Pilgrim leads us off from the scene in Pensacola.
Chaos inside a naval air station in Pensacola. The mass shooting shocking the military base. Tonight, ABC News has confirmed the gunman was Mohammed Saeed Al-Shamrani, a member of the Saudi Air Force in the U.S. for flight training. The FBI investigating terrorism as a possible motive. A tight-knit community reeling.
It doesn't happen to our friends and neighbors who are members of the United States Navy, but it did. And it has.
The first call for help coming in at 6:51 a.m.
I have one Navy officer shot multiple times.
The base locked down. Police raced to the scene within 5 minutes. Authorities say the shooter moved through 2 floors of a classroom building, an area of the base where weapons are not allowed.
Can I have you give me an update on possible patient count?
Over 10 patients confirmed.
The gunman reportedly moved through the building armed with a semi-automatic handgun, leaving a trail of carnage with officers chasing.
What did it look like?
It looked like a war zone. You know, there was rounds everywhere.
4 sheriff's deputies coming face to face with the gunman, engaging in a shootout. 2 officers hit, 1 shot in the arm, the other in the knee. Despite being shot, returning fire, the accused gunman killed.
I think it could have been a lot worse if we don't train the way we do to try and minimize casualties in events like this.
8 injured, 4 killed, including the gunman. The president briefed on the situation, saying he took a call from the Saudi king expressing that country's outrage.
The king said that the Saudi people are greatly angered by the barbaric actions of the shooter, and that this person in no way, shape, or form represents the feelings of the Saudi people who love the American people so much.
Tonight, that community grieving for the lives lost, grateful to those who risked their lives to stop the shooting.
There was some real heroism today. I mean, real heroism. It made me, I'm devastated. We are in shock. This is surreal, but I couldn't be prouder to wear the uniform that I wear.
So let's bring in Eva Pilgrim. She's live in Pensacola outside the naval base tonight where the shooting took place. And Eva, sources are telling ABC News just before we came on the air tonight that they're now investigating these hate-filled writings found online, and they believe these writings might be from the shooter.
That's right, David. Investigators tell us part of this probe is a posting where the writer says he hates America because of its crimes against Muslims and humanity. He also says that authorities are now working to determine if those writings are legit, David.
And Eva, while we have you, many might be asking tonight, why was he training here in the U.S.?
Well, David, any country that buys military aircraft from the U.S. is then trained at a designated base here in America. Hundreds of Saudis have been trained at military bases across the U.S. since the early 70s, David.
All right, Eva Pilgrim on this fast-moving investigation tonight. Eva, thank you. Meantime, the rampage in Pensacola is the second deadly attack at a Navy facility in just 3 days. And tonight, new reporting about the attack in Pearl Harbor. The Associated Press is now reporting the sailor who fatally shot 2 people at Pearl Harbor was unhappy with his commanders and had been undergoing counseling. 22-year-old Gabriel Romero shot 3 civilian contractors, killing 2 of them before taking his own life. And we also have new reporting this Friday night after that deadly chase and shootout right in the middle of rush hour near Miami. Thieves hijacking a UPS truck, and we've now learned more than a dozen officers firing 200 rounds. 2 innocent victims caught in the middle. The UPS driver, Frank Ordonez, a father who was covering for another driver on that route. And Richard Cutshaw, a bystander in a nearby car, he was shot and killed. He's survived by his 99-year-old mother and 5 brothers and sisters. ABC's Victor Akendo on the scene again tonight.
Tonight, as the FBI scours for evidence, we're learning more about that deadly South Florida chase and shootout in the middle of rush hour that left 4 people dead and families of the innocent victims outraged about the police response. It started with an attempted robbery at this jewelry store more than 20 miles away in Coral Gables. Suspects Lamar Alexander and Ronnie Jerome Hill then hijacking the UPS truck, taking the driver Frank Ordonez hostage. Fleeing on the Florida Turnpike and Interstate 75 and then local streets, the suspects firing back at an armada of police.
This is an area that's very, very crowded. Nothing but choking traffic he's about to get into.
TV choppers tracking every move, the truck jumping sidewalks and running lights before finally getting stuck in a traffic jam.
Police have guns drawn in that area.
This is pretty dangerous with so many other cars around. Shots fired.
Yes, shots are fired. Shots have been fired.
This is,
you're
wow.
watching this unfold. You see all those shots
through
fired.
The windshield.
Motorists caught in the crossfire.
You hear me screaming in the video, duck down, lay low, because I thought that we were going to get hit.
Officers using bystanders' vehicles to take cover. The suspects dead, along with Richard Cutshaw, who was in his car nearby, and that UPS driver, Frank Ordonez. He was just 27 and covering another driver's route. He leaves 2 young daughters behind.
He was that type of person always looking for the good side. I know for a fact, I'm 100% sure that probably he talked to them, I told him, you guys can stop this and, get out.
What does the family want? Justice.
Ordonez's stepfather believes officers mishandled the situation and are responsible for his death.
He was murdered.
He was murdered.
He was murdered. What else can you call it?
It's unclear if the 2 were killed by the suspects or by police fire. The Miami-Dade police director offering condolences to the families and promising a full investigation.
The people responsible for this action, for this result, are the 2 gentlemen that decided to enter that store and commit this violent crime within our community.
And so let's get to Victor Akendo, also with us live tonight. He's on the scene there in Florida. And Victor, we know more than a dozen officers fired their weapons in this incident. Investigators still trying to figure out who was shot by the perpetrators and who actually was shot by the police.
David, that will be a key part of the investigation. The FBI has taken the lead here. They'll be looking at protocol and if it was followed. Also, who fired first? Police have said that those suspects were firing at them as they tried to escape. We also don't know exactly what was happening inside of that UPS truck. Still so many questions for law enforcement as they try to piece this deadly and tragic incident together. David.
All right, Victor, our thanks to you as well tonight. And there are new details this evening after that Army National Guard Black Hawk helicopter crashed in Minnesota. Investigators getting their first up-close look at the site today, where the chopper went down shortly after takeoff. Charred earth and blackened debris, all that's left. 3 crew members on board the Black Hawk, like this one here, during a maintenance test flight. None of them survived. Members of the community placing this flag in their honor today. Next tonight, we are tracking a massive storm system slamming into the west at this hour. Heavy rain, mountain snow, strong winds, and then this system will race across the country right into the Northeast by the end of the weekend. Let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano tracking it all again tonight for us. Hey, Rob.
Hi, David, and this storm is going to unlock the gates for some cold air. Right now, it's coming ashore in Northern California. Let's take a look at the rain that will be increasing tonight. Wind advisories up as well. Could see them gust to 50 miles an hour. The rain intensifies during the day tomorrow. The snow does as well. I-5, I-80, those mountain passes are going to be trouble spots. It could see 1 to 3 feet of snow at the higher elevations. Then it gets into the central U.S., mostly as a rainmaker for Cincinnati. Heavy rain, D.C., New York, Boston. But look at the backside of this. That's the coldest air of the season coming down to infiltrate much of the east. David?
Rob Marciano, our thanks to you on a Friday night. And next this evening, a tragic escalator accident at the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. New surveillance now showing the 3-year-old boy in the moments before he fell to his death. His mother now facing charges, authorities accusing her of leaving her children alone for almost an hour. Here's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, in newly released video, we're seeing what happened seconds before a tragic accident at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. ABC News will not show you the full clip, but you can see 2 children appearing to play next to an escalator, then grab onto the handrail. They are taken up and disappear out of frame, but moments later, the children would fall. In another angle obtained by ABC affiliate WSOC in Charlotte, people rushed to help the child near the airport's baggage claim area. 3-year-old Jaden Cowart was taken to the hospital where he later died. The boy's mother, 25-year-old Jeteria Leitner, said they had just landed from Florida and were waiting for their baggage. But police say other video shows she let the children play on and around the escalator for an hour and that she wasn't seen in that video. Police charged her with misdemeanor child abuse. And David, the mother's attorney, has said she's not guilty of child abuse and that she was sitting just 10 to 15 feet away at the time of the accident. The mother herself telling WSOC in October that she's devastated and grieving. David.
Just an awful story all the way around, Gio. Thank you. We're going to turn now to breaking news late today in the impeachment showdown. House Democrats had set a 5 p.m. deadline for President Trump to inform them whether he would present a defense in the upcoming House hearings. The White House releasing their response just minutes before that deadline. And so let's bring in senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega tonight, because Cecilia, we know you've been reporting the president has complained he has not had representation in these hearings. But tonight, the White House in this new letter signaling that they're not going to participate going forward.
Yeah, exactly, David. As you say, it came in a letter late today. It does not explicitly address participation, but White House sources are telling us that there is no plan to participate. Let me show it to you right now. Take a look. White House lawyers telling House Democrats, quote, your impeachment inquiry is completely baseless and has violated basic principles of due process and fundamental fairness, and you should end this inquiry now and not waste even more time with additional hearings. They say this would be a reckless abuse of power, and they are quoting the president, David, who just yesterday said that if you're going to impeach me, do it fast so we can focus on a trial in the Senate, and that is the venue that they are focused on here tonight, David.
In the meantime, Cecilia, how are Democrats responding to this?
Well, David, we're hearing just a few minutes ago from House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler. He says they have subpoenaed top administration officials only to be repeatedly met with stonewalling from this White House. He says the American people deserve answers from the president. And David, he says they're moving ahead.
Cecilia Vega with us all week long here. Our thanks to you as well. And to news on the economy tonight, your 401k and jobs, and a better than expected jobs report out tonight. Employers adding 266,000 jobs in November, unemployment inching down again to 3.5%. So let's get right to Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis, who's with us tonight. And Rebecca, first of all, the White House welcoming this news. And where are these new jobs?
Well, David, this was a much stronger than expected jobs report. And some of the biggest hiring happened in healthcare and leisure and hospitality. Both of those industries added 45,000 jobs. There were also strong gains in professional and technical services. And finally, in manufacturing, which added 54,000 jobs. Now, about 41,000 of those jobs were GM employees returning to work after the strike.
Now, this was a much different picture from the one you and I were talking about a year ago going into the holidays. There was real concern about a slowing economy.
Exactly. And we saw it in the stock market, which collapsed at the end of last year. The market now is up about 25% for the year. But last year at this time, the concern was uncertainty over the trade deal with China. And that uncertainty is still there. But the consumer has held up. They are spending, they are confident, they are shopping. And that has pushed Wall Street higher. And it's also led to new jobs.
All right. Our Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis. Thank you, Rebecca. And we continue on your money tonight and your holiday gifts, and Amazon on defense tonight after falling behind on delivering packages that they had promised would be there just as the holiday shopping season kicks into high gear. ABC's Diane Macedo tonight with Amazon's new explanation.
Tonight, Amazon is under fire and under pressure amid delivery delays just a week into the holiday shopping season. After a reported record-breaking start to the season, the